Let him have it. You want me now. If I even think to resist, you throw a fit, go back on old habits in a way so immediate it's clear they weren't kicked. Can you think of a reason I'd be hesitant? 'Cause I can, more than two's a crowd. If you think about commitment, I'll throw a fit about your present habits in a way so violent, it'll be clear you never should have tried it. Can you think of a reason to not do this again? I hope I'm it. Bad sport. You figured it out. You finally learned how to play. But on competition day, after wrecking the tournament, lighting tents of flame, you want the gold medal just because you came, and security's coming to throw you out. Wires and gears. I can't stand that you're not here. You have no idea how locked away I had to chain my heart for fear I'd show up at your door and take back what's mine. What's more, I'd never get anything done if I hadn't become a robot. Had I not, I'd have messaged them just to check, put a monitor on your car's underside, let mascara run under my eyes, beg you back in a sexy party dress, tell you without you I'm dead, dead, dead. But robots don't die. They keep going without showing a sign of how cold they are inside, how I turned my fire to ice now that I'm rewired, so I can stand that you're not here. Well, you don't know how fucking dope I'll be when you come back to me to stay, because I got my ass in gear. Single. Let's just call it a spade. I get high on heartbreak. It's the richest, most addictive ambrosia to me. Yeah, so is loving, but at the end of the day, I'm just sensitive. It's all relative. What's pleasure to me? And being alone feels so fucking great. Blood River. Oh no, it's that masochistic dose. I remember how low the lows. Just now it gave a good pull, that if you don't want me, watch what I can do to make it irreversible. Before it starts, I catch it, but I remember when I just didn't know how to go with the flow, and how it landed me on a deathbed it was nigh impossible to crawl from, and how I'd made it so. Interpretation. No. I very much don't give up easily. What you're finding is I'm not trying because what's easy is for me to play take it or leavesies, where if you don't approach with conviction, I have a predilection to run past the hills and for the seas. I'm not putting my back in for someone I'm not really sure I wanted to meet. Ask. What's the motive? You find it an irritant, whether I'm single or have a boyfriend. Tell me, are you more threatened when I'm wild or domestic? Both make you go from flippant to ballistic. Hindsight. I guess now I don't know why, but at the time I thought you had such dignity, a moral compass, a flexible rigidity and selflessness. All the admirable traits being with you made mine. These years gone by, being back around you, I see why I behaved the way I used to. That made me look up to who's so below me down the line. A page. You're not an independent person, not financially or regarding emotion. It's easy for me to see because I am one. When you said you wanted to be alone, I knew then that there was someone. Like all those times I wanted to come over, but you told me not to come. You're only here because you're out of options. For the same reason, you should be long gone. Class. Don't say something they already know. Don't show what they've been shown. Move along, just go. If you did all the good you could, they'll regret it, and you won't. Never alone. I make up all these stories in my head, so I have all these long-standing loves that are friends. I always return to them. This time I was rejected. I felt like Golem and Smeagol reconnected, and the feeling I don't need anyone. Friends. Do you know the difference just one good, real friend would have made in all these years since then? I might be a different person, but I am who I am. Ever since then, when I was a kid, I've been betrayed by every fucker I let in, and by statistics and a few questionable bits, maybe they had their secrets. I know we attract what we exude, But I'm just so honest, paid down my karma. It must be that I'm calling in, that I'm used to being used. Twinkling. Better by far, not where we want to be, but are, with schemes to see, the wishes made on stars. I'm literally busier than you. I know, you were busy with work, going to the gym, but what was crazy was the alien invasion, the EMF bomb that wiped away tech and comms, how you couldn't text or call, and have all these reasons. Live it down. By the means of it, on the wings of it, I didn't mean to trip. What it seemed as consequence, know you're all I ever wanted. I never meant to hurt you back then. I was shit at handling this. But I've spent my whole life trying to repent, just to make a dent in your accrued resentment. From you, like it was last week, this is how you're acting, leaving me no choice but to cease, knowing if I don't, how could you ever forgive me? By the time of it, on the dime of it, I didn't mean to spend. What seemed penance for who was haunted acted as encouragement for you to be shit at handling this. The most I can do for you at present is to not let you behave the way I let you the past upwards of decade, to forgive myself and hope one day you do as well. Maybe then we could address that you've put me through actual hell. By the recent split, on the heels of it, I didn't mean to step. What seemed with good reason was to our detriment. I never meant to get hurt by you, but this is now, and that was then. I need to live it down, even if unforgiven. You're being the worst kind of person, but you have my forgiveness. I know what's within, and you're still all I ever wanted.